Hello everybody, this is Nirmal Chawla, and as you're aware that I spoke about studying in US, and I clearly mentioned that's one of the very good destination to be in for genuine students who really want to go and study and make a career. And it's good for the career path if you study in US, and even if you are if you get an option to reside there in US, or even if you want to come back to India or go to any other part of the world, getting a US degree is definitely very good for your career, and even your personality you develop your personality quite a bit. Now in my last episode, I definitely forgot to mention about the service charges that are involved in making an application for a student visa to US, and we did get a lot of calls today asking us to explain that as well. So I would just like to mention that when we start our application to US, the first thing that comes in is the application fees. Now the application fees can vary from anything but $50 to about $500. Yes, some universities even give offer letters free of cost, so there is no application fees being charged by some universities. So it is actually case to case basis, because what happens is some students are interested in some particular states, so we have to check up if the university states are asking for application fees, or are they issuing the offer free of cost. So that is one part. And of course, as I mentioned yesterday, whenever you take a decision to make an application to US, you need to apply to at least 4 to 5 minimum universities. The reason I say this because even in your visa interview, the visa is also interested to know कि आपने कितनी यूनिवर्सिटीज में अप्लाई करा और कितने में I-20 लिया. So minimum 4 to 5 applications you must put in when you take a decision to study when you make a decision to apply to university in US. And so you can multiply your application fees, which is a good amount now. Apart from that, there is a service fees, which is about $350, which we pay, which is mandatory for everybody to pay. And then of course comes I-20 fees, which can also vary from university to university. And once you get your I-20, we look for an appointment, an appropriate appointment as per your intakes. Like let's suppose it's a May intake or it's a September 2025 intake. So what I like to mention here, when we look at the intakes, so we have to pay $185 as an application fee to US Embassy. So I would once again say, application fees of course we pay, then we have to pay service fees, and then we have to pay the US Embassy fees as well, which is $185. So after paying this, we attend an interview. Of course, interviews dates are sometimes open, sometimes are not open, but we have to look into that also as well. And once you appear for an interview and the visa is granted, of course if they take your passport and grant you the visa, like day before yesterday, a couple from Jammu went, our students, and both the husband and wife got the visa, F1 and F2 visa were granted to them. So once the visa is granted, then one option is that you can transfer the tuition fees to the university that you have applied to, or you can even take a tuition fees draft with you while flying. So I always suggest that if you are a genuine student and really want to study, you must transfer your tuition fees before you fly from here, because at the border, at the US border, you have, even if you are cross-questioned, you can always mention that I've already paid my tuition fees and I'm a genuine student. So, or you can carry a tuition fee draft, as I said earlier. So both options are available to you. And of course, after that, the ticket is there, and we do charge some service charge, which we can talk about when you meet us, and we can look into it. Before I end, I just thought of mentioning it, that whenever you apply to US for a student visa, your course must be relevant to your previous studies or your previous experience. For example, if from an engineering background and you are working in a marketing department or for some engineering product, so and your profile is now into marketing now, so the appropriate course would be an MBA, in international management, MBA in marketing, management, branding, or whatever, whichever specialization you can pick up in MBA. And not masters of engineering again, because Your last previous qualification is, last previous or experience is into marketing side. So, and then depends on the university. Some universities, top-notch universities may ask for minimum 2 years experience and with along with a GMAT score. Some may give it without that. And as I said yesterday, US gives a lot of scholarships. So scholarships are also available, and the tuition fees can vary from state to state, from university to university. Also, any student who's 10+2 background, like from commerce, medical, non-medical background, must look at enrolling in a course which is related to their previous qualification. So this is always looked into by the visa officer. So you just can't say that you're from an engineering background and now you're looking for hardcore business program. Yes, you can, but then you should be confident enough to explain it to the visa officer that why you want to shift into from an engineering background into a business background course. So rest, our numbers are mentioned below, and as I said, I will also mention Miss Ranu's number, who's got a lot of expertise from last 70 years in US market, and I am there from last 33 years. So our numbers are going to be mentioned below. So please be free to pick an appointment with us, and we look forward to see you. Thank you. Bye-bye.